we have a workout called Jukebox, guys. Jukebox, and Jukebox is 5 rounds for time, where if we have access to a barbell and in our home gym, we're going to do 5 deadlifts. So the barbell will start from the ground, or sorry, not 5 deadlifts. We'll do 15 deadlifts at what should be a light weight, right? 15 deadlifts from the ground to that full extension. We're going to hit 12 box jump overs. So we're going to jump on top of that box, over to the other side, both feet on the box. We can stay nice and low. To the other side, 12 box jump overs. And then we're going to grab that barbell from the ground, clean it up, and do 12 front squats. And as I mentioned to most of the people last night, front squats will definitely be your limiting factor in the weight you choose. It should be something that you're thinking about going unbroken, no more than 2 sets in that front squat. Should be a light to moderate weight. If you're doing the home gym version, the dumbbell version, you're going to do double dumbbell deadlifts, but 20 of them, right? So dumbbells, single head touches the ground on the outside of your feet. We'll do 20 double dumbbell deadlifts. You can do 12 box jump overs. If you don't have a box to jump over, we're going to do 24 lateral hops over your dumbbells. So 1, 2, 3, you'll just double the number. And then 10 double dumbbell front squats. So dumbbells to the front rack, elbows nice and high, 10 double dumbbell front squats. Okay, so it's a little bit of a shorter workout, especially if you're doing the dumbbell version. We're somewhere in that, let's call it 10 to 15 minute range. If you're doing the full barbell version, we're more in the 12 to 18 minute range. Any questions about Jukebox? Jukebox? No? All right, before we actually get into Jukebox, we're gonna do a strength piece. It's strength slash just a little primer, where we're gonna do every minute and 30 for five sets. So going on the 0, the 130, the 3, the 430, the 6. We're going to do 3 high box jumps. So if you have an access to make your box higher, you're gonna do 3 high box jumps. I've got a nice 12-inch box here. So just regular box jumps where I'm standing to full extension, right? 3 box jumps, and then 3 deadlifts. If you have the option, we're going to build in weight 3 deadlifts across the 7.5 minutes. Says to start about 60% of your 1 rep max and build. If you have the option to, and or the desire to, or you can pick a challenging weight and just use it as a primer technique work. Cool? Questions? Thumbs up, everyone's good, good, good. All right, perfect, 2 thumbs up. Who has 2 thumbs? This guy. All right, that's right. We've kind of co-opted our mindset, guys, for the next little while to talk about some lifestyle factors that we think are pretty important. Today, we're going to talk about sleep and how maybe you can set yourself up for better sleep. I think the first thing we talked about this in our master's group is actually just prioritizing it, just saying, I need to get more sleep and I'm going to get more sleep. And I'm not going to trade other things for that, like TV shows and whatever it might be. But a few things you can do is just set a reminder to calculate, okay, if I'm gonna get 8 hours sleep and I know I have to get up at 7 a.m., this is what time I have to go to bed. So say, okay, there's the math, there's 8 hours, this is what time I need to go to bed. Set a reminder for 1 hour prior to that to put away your phone. Put away the phone, get away from screens, no TV, no phone, no iPad. And then what you can do as well is, what is the other thing you can do? My bad. Last thing is to set a reminder for a cutoff time for caffeine too. Caffeine has a half-life of 7 hours to 8 hours. So if you're going to bed at 10 o'clock, right, no caffeine past 2 p.m. I know that I was the same way, that I could drink a cup of coffee and go to bed, 20 minutes later, but it just does mess with your sleep, and it really gets, interferes with the quality of it, and you might be in bed for 8 hours, but there might not be a really good 8 hours of sleep. So a few things you can do to kind of prioritize and help you get better sleep. All right. And then my question of the day is, if you went into a bar that had a jukebox, or anywhere that had a jukebox, what would be one song you hoped would be on there? All right, let's get into our warm-up, guys. We're going to start with 30 seconds of alternating box step-ups or reverse lunges if you do not have a box. Jukebox hero. And how many of you thought it was jukebox and not jukebox? Let's get ready to rock. 30 seconds of alternating box step ups or step back lunges. 3, 2, 1, and go. We'll just step up to our box. Alternating that lead leg, getting that little tap. So we're always going to step down with the same leg that stepped up. So we can just tap our foot and go back. There we go. As someone on the shorter side of things, box step-ups just seem so far up. All right, guys, and rest. We're going to our active Spider-Man stretch now. Active Spider-Man. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's get into that active Spider-Man stretch. So a nice deep lunge. Try to get that inside arm down. We'll open up. Spend about 15 seconds on this side. Let's switch sides now. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go push up to down dog now, guys. Push up to down dog. So we'll hit that good push up. Starting in 3, 2, 1, push up. And then let's push our head through our shoulders to that down dog position. Push up. Down dog. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's get hands up nice and high over our heads. Prisoner squats. We're going to just do air squats with hands up over our heads. You can interlock your fingers even better. 3, 2, 1, and go. There you go. Perfect. 15 seconds. Five seconds to go. And then we're gonna go to some glute bridges. Starting it. All right, let's pause that, guys. We're going to glute bridges. So on your back. 3, 2, 1. Let's drive those hips up. Squeeze your glutes. Really dig the heels in. Feet should be about shoulder width apart. Driving the knees out. Good. 10 seconds to go, and let's stay down there. We're going to go to single leg glute bridges. 5 seconds. We're going to go single leg glute bridges all on the same side. So 30 seconds on one side. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Go same thing. You want to take the heels in, squeeze the glutes hard at the top. Beautiful. All 30 seconds on one side, we're going to switch and go to the other side. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get switch legs. We're going to go 30 seconds on the other side, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Beautiful. Go for another 10 seconds here, and then we're going to go glute bridge walkouts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, glute bridge walkout. So we'll push those hips up nice and high. Walk those feet out. Starting in 5 seconds. Push them up. 3, 2, 1. Walk those hips out, or walk those feet out. Stay on your heels. Walk them back in. There you go. 15 seconds to go. And then we're gonna go to a side plank. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's transition to a side plank, guys. You can go from your elbow or your hand, stack your feet or stagger your feet. Whatever gives you a more stable base. 3, 2, 1, and go. Side plank. A great thing to add into your daily routine if you have some time, extra time. Side planks really help take the heat off of your lower back, strengthen those obliques, strengthen your core. Dr. Stuart McGill, famous spine specialist, says that if you can't hold a 2-minute side plank with your hips up nice and high and you're a hockey player, you're gonna get injured. All right, guys, let's come down and we'll switch sides. Core strength, super important. 3, 2, 1, here we go. We've been playing around with some new programming, and pretty much every day as part of their warm-up, they do plank variations, side planks, front planks. Good, 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, come on down. Great job, guys. Nice little body weight warm up. Let's grab our barbell or our PVC. We're gonna go through a barbell or PVC warm up. Let's get the barbell up on your back. And we're gonna start with 5 good morning. So feet about shoulder width or hip width apart, slight bend in your knees, really hinging at the waist, waking up the hamstrings, keeping the knees back, chest up. 5 good mornings. Then we're gonna slide our feet out, squat stance. We go to 5 back squats. Working on keeping chest up, sending those hips back and down, pushing the knees out. And then we'll go to 5 elbow rotations. Let's make them count, really drive them up. Drive them up. Here we go. 5 per side, and then we'll bring it to that front rack. And we'll go 5 strict press and reach. Get that extra little reach at the top, little scap push up, and then we'll bring it in front for 5 Romanian deadlifts. Let's lock in the hook grip, practice that good hook grip. Push the hips back, keep the knees back. Should be the first part of your deadlift, first part of any barbell cycling. Use that real push back with the hips. And we'll bring it to that front rack, the elbows up nice and high. We'll hit 5 front squats. Keep the elbows away from the knees, nice and tall. All right, guys. Good job. I want you to unmute yourself for a second. I want to know what song you would hope to be on a jukebox. Misty, what do you want to hear on the jukebox?
Okay, when I was in college, there was an infomercial for like an 80s hairband CD, and it was like a 2-disc CD. Things like Every Rose Has a Thorn, Be With You by Mr. Big. I'm painting a picture here. Any of those
ballads.
songs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Monster Ballads. That's the name of the CD.
Yeah. Mr. Big is a great, one of my best friend in high school, he had this, he had this like ancient Hyundai Pony that had a cassette player in it. And he made a cassette that honestly, every other song was Mr. Big to Be With You. So it'd be like song, then Mr. Big, song, Mr. Big. And we used to just crank that and scream it at the top of our lungs. Awesome. Em, what's your jukebox song?
Jump for My Love by the Pointer Sisters.
Ooh, that's a good one. Really good song. Love it. Danny.
I like Bob Seger, and I'd say Like a Rock is my favorite song.
Nice. It's almost, it's funny how it's situational. Like if you were on a jukebox, you would hope that there's a different song than like, you know, whatever. At home, you might crank a different song, but it just feels a little bit different putting that money in and it coming out of the jukebox. I couldn't really think of something, but since I watched that Beastie Boys things the other day, I'm thinking like What You Want or something like that. It just really struck a chord, that Beastie Boys documentary, and made me think about those songs, and I'd forgotten about them. That's what happens with songs, man. You just move on to other stuff and forget so much. All right.
Band names.
What's that, Danny?
I say these questions are hard because I can tell a song, but I can't tell you the band that sang it. So it's really tough.
That's okay. You can just sing it for us. That's good. That's cool. All right, guys, we're going to talk about our box jump overs today. We're going to talk about our box jump overs to start. And we want to talk about whether we're doing box jumps or box jump overs. We want to focus on the angles of our body as we load up for that box jump, right? We load up and it's that hip hinge. And then when we hit that full extension, right? Full triple extension before we land. So we want to think about getting tall before we get small, whether it's on a box jump where we're standing the full extension on top of the box or a box jump over. We want to utilize those hips and legs for that drive rather than just kind of skipping along on our calves. We want to utilize the big muscles in our posterior chain. So we want to think about getting tall, hitting that triple extension before we get small. Important concept in like pretty much every CrossFit movement. Okay, so let's get to our box, and we're going to do 5 regular box jumps to start. 5 regular box jumps. Jumping up, standing to full extension. Whenever you're ready, guys, think about really opening the hips, squeezing your butt. There you go. Beautiful. Landing in that nice quarter squat, shoulders stacked over hips. All right, and then we're gonna go to 5 box jump overs, guys. So you don't have to stand to full extension now. So let's think about jump, plant, spin, however that looks. You can stay nice and low. There you go. Loving it. Good job, guys. Some solid looking box jump overs. Okay, so let's think about this, guys. In the workout, the box jump overs are smack in between those 2 barbell movements. Just find a steady pace. You don't need to rush through them, right? Just to find a pace that you can maintain that's going to allow you to do a big set on those front squats, preferably unbroken. Okay, so think about not going so fast that you get to the front squat and you have to put your hands on your knees, or you have to break them up because your heart rate's crazy. Slow it down, slow it down. All right, let's talk about our barbell movements. So we're going to talk about our hips and our shoulders in our barbell movements. So we want to think about hips and shoulders rising at the same rate, whether it be in the deadlift or the front squat. And that kind of looks like this. I'm going to get to my mid shin position. And as I stand up, my shoulders and hips move at that same rate, as opposed to maybe I'm too low in my setup, right? And then I got to bring my hips up and then the shoulders come up. So we want to think about shoulders and hips rising at the same rate. Same with our front squat, right? So if we're front squatting and I'm in the bottom, I don't want hips to come up and then shoulders to follow in that kind of stripper squat. We want to think about shoulders rising at the same rate as hips. We do that by keeping elbows nice and high, a nice upright torso. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some segmented movements of segmented deadlift and segmented squats that are going to kind of keep us in a good position in 3 different spots. For the deadlift, we're going to do our setup. So we set up, shoulders higher than hips, knees back. We're going to come up just below the knee, pause, and then we're going to come right to the top and pause. We're going to pause for 2 seconds at each spot. 2 seconds in our setup, 2 seconds, 2 seconds at the finish. Okay, with the finish, I see this a lot, guys, and make sure you're not doing this. We don't need to lean back, right? You don't need to lean back at the top. Think that there's a wall behind you, and when you lock out, bang, you've hit the wall, back down. Okay, so let's get set up. Let's get into our setup position. We'll do a 2 count in our setup, 2 count below knee, and then 2 count at the top. We'll do 3. Okay, so let's get our good setup position. Go ahead, set up, chest up, knees back. That bar should be touching your shins. 1, 2, let's go just below knee. 1, 2, and then finish at the top. There you go, and then back down. 2 seconds in the bottom. Good, and then below knee. 1, 2, and then finish at the top. 1, 2, and then back to the bottom. This is the last one. 2 seconds at your setup. Tuck your chin and below knee. 1, 2, and then finish. 1, 2, and then down. Good. I just realized when I say below knee, it sounds like baloney. All right. Now let's get to our front squat. So front squat, we're going to do segmented front squat. We're going to do 2 seconds in the bottom, keeping the elbows up nice and high. 2 seconds above, just above parallel, and then 2 seconds at the top. Right? So we're trying to make sure that our elbows are nice and high and that we're not doing one of these and then one of those. Okay, so let's think about, let's get to the bottom of our squat. I'm going to count out 2. We're going to go just above parallel. I'm going to count out 2 and then at the top and finish. We'll do 3. Here we go. Let's get to the bottom of the squat. 1, 2, come up just above parallel. 1, 2, and then finish. There you go, stand. Let's go back to the bottom. Go ahead, back to the bottom of the squat. 1, 2, just above parallel. 1, 2, and then finish. There you go. And last one, bottom of the squat. 1, 2, just above parallel. 1, 2, and finish. 1, 2, good. Now let's get 5 front squats on your own, guys. 5 front squats on your own tempo, own pace, and then transition into 5 deadlifts. Same thing. Think about shoulders and hips rising. Shoulders come up first. Make sure the butt doesn't come up before the shoulders. All right. Okay, guys, what I want you to do is, if you're building up, let's build up to our starting deadlift weight. And we're going to go into that every 1:30. So every minute and 30, we're going to do 3 box jumps and 3 deadlifts. The goal is to build in weight. If you don't have the option to build, no problem. Misty, if you're doing dumbbells, we'll probably do 6 dumbbell deadlifts rather than 3, just to get a bit more volume in at a lighter weight. I'm going to reset the clock, get it ready for 0. We're going to go on the 0, the 1:30, the 3, the 4:30, and the 6. All right, guys, is everyone ready to rock here? Looks to be so. Okay, cool. So we're going to start with 3 box jumps and then move into 3 deadlifts, guys. So 3 box jumps, 3 deadlifts. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Breathe through it. Get set, chest up. Even if it's a lightweight, get set up the same way every time. Beautiful. All right, guys, that's 30 seconds. So we got a minute to rest. If we are going up in weight, change the weight a little bit. We've got 5 sets to build. Not a lot of time in between sets. We're gonna go again at the 130 mark. Got about 25 seconds. Think about getting tall before you get small in that box jump, standing to full extension on the top, and then getting set on each deadlift. The weight might seem light, but I still want you to set up the same way, same mental checklist. Get all that tension or all that slack out of the system. All right, 5 seconds, guys, starting with those box jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Beautiful, big jump. Get nice and tall, there you go. Get set, chest up, arms nice and long. We're gonna go again at 3 minutes, guys. So got about 45 seconds before we start again. "30 seconds. We'll start again with the 3 box jumps. "15 seconds. There you go. Big box jumps, get nice and loaded up in that good athletic position. Quarter squat. 3, 2, 1, and go. Push the hips back. Hit that good triple extension on the way up. Really translates well into stuff like cleans, snatches. Beautiful. Breathe through the deadlifts. Keep that core nice and engaged. Shoulder blades back and down. Tuck that chin. All right, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. "15 seconds to go, and then we're back on it. 4, oh wait, sorry, 4:30, sorry, 30 seconds, my bad. My math is shaky this morning. 4:30 and then 6 will be the last one. "15 seconds. 10 seconds to go. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Nice flat back. Keep those shoulder blades squeezed together. Gauge those lats. There we go. All right, one last set coming up at the 6-minute mark, guys, 6-minute mark. And that will be the last one. Then we'll transition to doing a quick practice round and then get into this 5-rounder. Just over 30 seconds. All right, 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. Nice job with the box jumps. Get set. Push that floor away. There we go. Great job, guys. All right. Nice little primer there to get us ready for the workout. We are going to do a practice round, guys. We're going to do 4 deadlifts at our WOD weight. We're going to do 3 box jump overs, and we're going to do 2 front squats. So Misty, I would just double the number on the dumbbell movements. So we're going to do 4 deadlifts, 3 box jump overs, 2 front squats. Nice little practice round. Find your rhythm, find your pace in the box jump overs. Don't go too fast on those. Danny just tired himself out rearranging the garage. I was thinking about, you ever seen the rower hangers? Rogue makes a rower hanger that you can hang on the wall, but I was thinking about having Pete make one for us to hang all the rowers on. Doesn't give you a lot more room, but it does give you some. Breaking them in half does too. All right, so 4 deadlifts, 3 box jump overs, 2 front squats, guys. Once you pick that bar up for the front squats, you don't want to put it down. So let's try to do those unbroken in the workout. Here we go. Starting with 4 deadlifts, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. 4 deadlifts, 3 box jump overs, 2 front squats. Beautiful. Nice spin. You can always squat clean that first one if you want to too, guys. Squat clean that first rep. Breathe through it. Keep those elbows nice and high. Beautiful. Nice job, Misty. All right, guys, if you need to grab a drink, hit the bathroom, get something to write down your score, chalk your hands, whatever you need to do. Let's do that. We'll start the workout in a couple minutes. 5 rounds, 15 deadlifts, 12 box jump overs, 9 front squats. Pretty familiar rep scheme, 15, 12, 9. Easiest thing to break up in this workout is the deadlifts if you need to.
I wish I had 2 bars. The front squats are scary.
Yeah, that's the point though, right? Is that the front squat's going to be the limiting factor. So it's like you have to choose your weight based on what you can do for the front squats. It's kind of like, you know, a workout like DT where it's the same, it's a 12, 9, 6 rep scheme, same weight, but the push jerks will be your limiting factor there. Deadlifts are supposed to feel light. Front squats are supposed to feel a little more challenging, but they shouldn't be crazy heavy.
We're going 115. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, that'll be all right. You'll be good with that. Just slow the front squats down. Just slow them down. My suggestion though, as soon as you get off the box jumps, just try to pick that bar up and do one, because you will be able to get your heart rate under control here. Once you get it up there, then you can slow it down. Take a time at the top, slow it down. Turn the lights off, whatever you want to do. This motion detector.
There's an adjustment on those things, I think, somewhere inside.
There is, but it's also like it doesn't seem to be as like I'm moving around, so it doesn't seem to be as sensitive as it once was. I got to get it off. It was no good in the kids' room anyways. Good idea for the bathrooms, not for the kids' room. You got kids sitting around in here, and then the lights go off, and they're like, ah.
I don't know. I've been rushed by your ones in the bathroom a few times. I think they're set too short.
No, the only time they're set too short is if you have your phone in your pocket. Although there has been times when I've been at home in the bathroom and I kind of half expected the lights to turn off. I was like, whoa, oh wait, no, here I'm at home, good. All right, guys, let's get ready to rock. 5 rounds of jukebox, and we're going to do 15 deadlifts, 12 box jump overs, 9 front squats. We're looking at 12 to 18 minutes. If the weight's a little bit lighter, then you're probably gonna finish a little bit quicker. Misty, we've got 20 double dumbbell deadlifts, we've got 12 box jump overs, and 10 double dumbbell front squats. Again, pacing workout, a little bit of a pacing workout. Pick something you can maintain, try to reverse engineer it. If you wanna finish the workout in 10 minutes, 2 minutes around, try to stick to it. It's easy to blast out of the gate in this one. I think I say that every day. All right, let's get ready to rock here, guys, starting with the 15 deadlifts and then 12 box jump overs. Here we go, guys. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Breathe through it here. Beautiful. Good. Nice steady pace in the box jump overs, right? Just nice steady pace. Find a pace you can sustain. Beautiful. Coming up on 1 minute. We're cruising here, guys. Cruising. One minute in, 12 box jump overs, getting into the 9 front squats. There we go. If you're gonna squat to the box, then I'm trying to sit right down in the box. Sit down, dead stop at the bottom, then stand up. That's better. There you go. That way you're really forcing your body to use that posterior chain. Beautiful. Good. Way to keep the elbows nice and high. Keep that core engaged, guys. Just past that 2 minute mark. Everyone's cruising here. Let's try to keep that up now. We're about 2 minutes around. Maintain that nice pace. Pace, pace, pace. Last round, we can step on it a little bit. Here we go. Nice job, guys. 3 minutes in. Just find your pace on those box jump overs. Get nice and tall. You don't have to stand a full extension. Stay low if you can. There you go, Em. Nice. Keep that core nice and engaged. There we go. Great job, Danny. Box jump overs look great. Nice. Good squat clean. I love it. Coming up on the 4-minute mark, guys. Coming up on 4. .430 on the clock. Breathe through the deadlifts. Easiest thing to kind of control your heart rate on. Even though it is the lightest movement, the easiest thing to breathe through. Set yourself up for success in the next couple movements. Nice job, Misty. 5 minutes gone, guys. 5 minutes gone. Here we go. Most of us are midway through that second round, I think. There we go. Great job, Em. Way to keep those elbows up nice and high. We go. Coming up on 6 minutes now. Coming up on 6 minutes. Nice job, Em. Way to breathe through it. Here we go, Danny. Get set. Get all that tension out of the system, or get all that slack out of the system. Beautiful. Elbows nice and high. Keep them away from the knees. Driving those knees out. Full feet flat on the ground. Seven minutes in, guys. 7 minutes in. Cruising. We're cruising. Nice job, Em. Great job on those box jump overs, Misty. Nice steady pace. Here we go. Just think, get started on the next movement. Get started. Coming up on 8. Coming up on 8 here. Good. Keep that chest up. About squeezing those armpits, activating those lats. Help keep that upper back nice and tight. Beautiful. Coming up on that 9-minute mark. You guys are cruising through this. Good. Sit right down, dead stop. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. That's keeping you moving in the right way. Nice job, Danny. Keep that chest up, belly nice and tight. There you go. Nice job, Misty. Keep your eyes up, head up. Here you go, Danny. Great job in the deadlifts. Breathe through them. Breathe through them. Set yourself up. There you go. Beautiful. Nice job, brother. Nice job. There you go. Breathe now. Breathe. Here you go. Nice job, Danny. There you go. Good steady pace. Way to grind through it. Nice work. There we go. Coming up on 12 minutes. Nice job, brother. Last 9 squats. You got this, man. Just slow them down. Slow them down. There we go. Here we go. Almost there. Making great time. Beautiful. 12:36. Nice job, brother. Everyone's on the low end of that. We're talking 12 to 18 minutes. Emily Ouellette. What was your time?
9:46.
9:46. Beautiful. Misty May.
10:27.
10:27. And Danny, 12:36, I believe. Nice job. Nice job. You made it through with that
Good
115.
job, everyone.
And it's 10 minutes to sunrise. That's what my watch just told me. 10 minutes to sunrise. Perfect. The days are getting longer. It's staying light out longer. It's nice.
Tell me the truth, John.
Yeah.
Did you overestimate the time so we feel good?
No, I didn't. I did not. I know 12 to 18. Sometimes I wonder if they even test the workouts, because a lot of times they're bang on, but sometimes they're a little bit off. Like I think today's was a good time frame. I really think it was, but I don't know.
10 to 15 would be a good range.
Yeah. And I think that's the truth definitely for the dumbbell version, but I think you're right. 10 to 15 is a good range. And I know people, like even some of the people at 155 are going to crush through this. You know what I mean? The deadlifts are light. The front squats are pretty light too, you know, and the box jump overs are a limited number that's not really going to hit you that hard.
I feel like my heart's going to leap out of my mouth when I'm doing the front squats. So much pressure.
Yeah, it's hard to control your breathing, especially I find squat cleans and front squats too, same thing, right? Because you got to keep, what always kind of fails on me, or I start to feel, is my core starts to get taxed.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh, I know I'm going to fall forward. We've been playing around with some new programming, and I've been doing it the last few days. I really like it because it spends some more time on like some mobility, some like basic gymnastics position, like L sits and like core work, a lot of like planking and stuff like that. That's going to help strengthen your core. And then they've got this cool part that's called base volume. So every day there's like a 6-minute AMRAP for quality, where you're going to do, like yesterday was 3 strict pull-ups, 5 strict presses, or 5 strict handstand push-ups, some goblet squats and some sumo deadlifts, just some stuff where you're going to push, pull, squat, and hinge every day, and kind of build up capacity and stuff that I feel like we kind of glaze over in the comp train stuff, because it's almost like it's stuff that they expect you to already have. So it's a little kinder and gentler programming, and I really kind of like it.
My take on the comp train, it seems like it's written for people that spend time in the gym before and after working on stuff. So it kind of leaves out a lot of that stuff.
I agree.
It's more or less than to get in shape.
I agree, and that's I have this discussion with the staff all the time, and I have a hard time getting them to see that, because they're all those people, right? They're all those people that are like I'm doing this to get faster at this workout, and I'm gonna spend an hour before and an hour after. Like I swear, every time I come into the gym and I see what Kyle's written on the board, what he does in a day, it is 1 week's of work for me in one day. No joke. Like, it's no joke. Wow. And I'm just looking at it and going, my goodness. But this stuff is cool too, because it's pre-scaled into 3 different tracks. And so with comp train, very rarely are you going to RX a workout, right? Because they're written for pretty serious athletes. But with these ones, there's 3 tracks. So you might RX the fitness track or RX the athletic track. And so you get to put it in there. So if you want to kind of get a sneak peek at it, guys, you can go to your settings in Beyond the Whiteboard, go to follow tracks, and then it's called varied, not random. And there's 3 different versions. There's actually 5 versions, because there's a body weight and a dumbbell only version, but there's elements, there's competition, I think, and then there's fitness. And there's also one called VNR Prep, where it gives you the whole lesson plan, and it gives you a guided warm-up, which is really cool, because I've been following that. And they basically walk you right through the warm-up, walk you through all the stretching and the scales and gymnastic stuff, and then get you going. So it's a pretty well put together package, and it's integrated right into Beyond the Whiteboard, which is cool too.
I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, take a peek at it. It's nice. It's nice to have some variety in there, and I think that you're definitely right. And we had the talk I had with the staff too, is that they're like, well, I think I still want to follow comp train. And I said, yeah, that's fine. Like, you're going to have to take a couple classes with everybody else. And if you have to have the discussion with people, your discussion just goes like, I'm doing it because I want to get better at the sport of CrossFit, as opposed to us who are doing it because we just want to get better at life. Right. So there's a little difference there for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, guys. Great day today. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I can't wait to get back in the gym on Tuesday and see everyone's smiling faces. Hopefully we don't go into red. Hopefully we go into yellow or something. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. What's the yellow? Was that more people? More people allowed?
Yeah. As many as you can social distance, right? So as many. I think that what we had when we had like 12 or 16 is probably the most I want to keep on that floor. I love the tape boxes. Like as a coach, I love being like, you go here, you go here, you go here, and everyone's got their breathing room. It's pretty sweet, and I think that I'd like to keep something similar going forward.
Very cool.
But yeah, three of the health units in the north like got put right into green, which I can't even remember what green was like. But yeah, fingers crossed. All right, guys, great job today. Hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. And don't forget kettlebell class, and then throwdown on Friday. Kyle Kent, Carolyn Prevo, 2 world-class CrossFit athletes going head-to-head. Should be a good time.
All right, man. Happy
All right.
day.
See y'all.